Hey everybody, today's video is going to be a little bit different than any that I've done before. And so today is my son's 30th birthday. And so I thought y'all might be interested in his birth story. And when each of my children, I have Caleb and then 3 daughters, when each of their birthday comes, I'll do their birth story. And it's kind of for the younger ones of you that are watching my 2 older daughters. One is almost 40 and one is right behind her. Those might be kind of interesting to you to see how things were done way back then. But anyway, my son's name's Caleb, and as I said, today he's 30. And when me and his dad got married, his father, Randy, the man that you know as my husband here, when we got married, we were talking about, we wanted a child. And I said, well, I'm not going to tell you in just the normal way, you know, hey, I'm expecting. I said, I'm going to figure out some way to tell you that will be fun and interesting. So I had a suspicion that I was pregnant, and I got a at-home pregnancy test from Walmart or somewhere. And I took it, and it was positive. So that day, Randy came home from work, and at the time, he would work out with weights in our basement. And so he came home and changed into his workout clothes, and he told me he'd be back upstairs in a little bit. He was going to work out, and I said, okay. And so I had already decided what I was going to do to tell him that I was pregnant. So I put a pacifier in a glass of water, and I took it down to him to get a drink when he got thirsty. And so he just took it from me and set it on the ledge, didn't look in it. He'd do this workout and that workout and this lifting thing, and because he worked with weights and all that, and I was getting antsy because I wanted him to look in the cup. So finally he got the cup and he went to take a drink, and just as it got to his mouth, he saw something in it, so he pulled it back, the cup back, and looked inside, and he saw the pacifier, and he pulled it out, and he laid it down, and he said, what's that doing in my water? And I was speechless because I thought, you know, that he would realize what I was trying to tell him. So I just kind of stammered for a minute and stuttered, and then he realized what it was. And he asked me if I was pregnant, and I said yes. And he gave me a big hug. And then for the next 9 months, he walked around like he was the only man that was ever going to become a father. He was so proud and very loving, and took good care of me and all that. And so that's how I told his dad that I was pregnant. So I've got some notes here so that I don't forget anything. But I have to go back to having my 2 daughters. My first labor was about 8 hours. My second labor was 1 hour. And so I know from my second one, and my first one really was not that long, and my second one being an hour, I knew that I needed to probably go to the hospital soon if I thought I was in labor. So on December 5th, I started feeling funny, but I was not in pain. I just had an odd feeling, and that's the way it was with my second daughter. So Randy took me to, I guess he took me to the hospital. I believe, yeah, he took me to the hospital because it was later in the evening and the doctor's office was closed. And when I got there and they examined me, I was dilated 4. And so they were going to keep me. And so the doctor had to break my water, and of course that sped things up. And I didn't have to push that long, and there was really no pain until they did break my water, and then I had him in just no time. So I was very lucky that I didn't have just this long, drawn-out labor and delivery like some ladies have. And so when they gave him to me, I thought he was the most beautiful baby in the world. He had long, jet black hair and the start of some blue eyes. They were like brown with a little blue, but you know, as a baby gets a little bit of age on them, then the eyes change to the color that they're going to be. And so all 3 of my, well, no, Holly did not have much hair, but Autumn and Caleb both had tons of hair. And well, I did all 4 of my children the Gerber curl, where I'd stick my finger right there and then brush the hair over it where it made a ringlet right on the top of their head. That's probably something that people don't do today. I don't know, but I did that with all my children, and they always look so cute with that. And so he just had a normal childhood. He was all boy. He at one point in time when he was young, but a little older than a toddler, we had a those pigs people always would get back then. They were like a house pet. I can't forget I can't remember what you call them, but we had one, and we had a fenced-in backyard. So Caleb loved to go out in the backyard with the pig, and he would just play and play and play, and he was just as dirty as could be, but he was just in his element with all that dirt and his buddy Rosebud the pig. And so he's always been a real loving child, and like he wants to make sure everything's okay with the family and take care of us. And he's going to be moving back home probably in February. I do need help with Randy. I just need a little help, a little support. I think it's more that I just need the moral support more than I need the help. But anyway, he's going to be here to help take care of Randy, and Randy's looking forward to it, and so is Caleb. And so I'm looking at my notes to see if I've forgotten anything. Oh, he is, I tell him he looks like Abraham Lincoln because he's got a long beard. Well, it's several inches down from his chin, but on the sides it's fairly short, and it works into that longer part here. And anyway, he kind of just reminds me of Abraham Lincoln, so I call him that, and he thinks that's funny. And he likes to work out like his dad did. And so that's something that they can do together. And he said that he's going to have us eating healthier, which I welcome. Anything like that would be fine. I'm not going to fight that. That'll be fine. I believe that is all I can think about his first story. There's not a whole lot to tell because I just got to the hospital and had him. So he is a wonderful person, and I don't know if y'all have met him or not, but I'll make it a point to introduce him when he gets back. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful day. Take care of yourself, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.